Hi, welcome everybody. My name is Dana. I'm the Business Development Manager at Argentum. Welcome to Argentum Consultants webinar. We call it Webinar Wednesday. We are going to discuss Eurostars, EUREKA's flagship program. So on the agenda for today is just a brief introduction about the program. Then we're going to discuss the Eurostars program in detail. We're going to talk about the benefits of this funding opportunity. We're going to talk about some success stories and interesting statistics. And then just a short overview of Argentum's services, and then a brief conclusion. So as an introduction to Eurostars, as I mentioned, this is EUREKA's flagship program. It's a joint program co-funded by national bodies from 37 countries and the European Union through Horizon Europe. This is a long-running program based on the national funding mechanism. The focus of this program is the support for international collaborative R&D performing SMEs and projects working on a marketable product, process, or service. The applicants for this grant are SMEs or universities or research centers. The TRL here, the technology readiness level, should be 6 or above. This is a technology demonstrated in relevant environment. So industrially relevant environment in the case of key enabling technologies. About the deadline is tomorrow. So there are actually 2 deadlines per year. We said tomorrow, and then the next deadline that we're aware of that has been published is the 14th of March, 2024. In terms of the submission model, it's not a 2-stage submission, but is a 2-step process to receive the funds. This is because Eurostars, as the program, doesn't hold the funds. They approve the application that you submit, and then you as the company apply to your national funding authority to be awarded the grant and to receive the funds. The available budget to a company is actually country specific. So, and it is anywhere between 200,000 euros up to 500,000 euros. And for SMEs, there is usually a 50% funding rate. A bit about the eligibility criteria and requirements. The leader of the consortium should be an R&D performing SME. But the partners in this consortium can be other SMEs, academics, academic partners, research organizations, or even large companies. We have seen that obviously this is a consortium type application, but a consortium of 2 partners can be successful. So your company and another company can apply together and be awarded the grant. But the company you apply with, it's not advised for them to be a client of yours. Now, in terms of participating countries, I'll just read them out briefly. Austria, Belgium. Specifically for Belgium, we've got detailed Brussels, Flanders, and Wallonia. This is because in Eurostars sometimes you can apply with companies from the different regions as part of a Eurostars grant, and you don't necessarily have to have a company outside your country. We've got Bulgaria, Canada, Croatia, Cyprus. Actually, I'm not going to read them all out. There are a couple of interesting countries here. We've got Singapore, South Africa, South Korea. There is also Switzerland here, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. But what's really important here is that prior to applying you really need to check with your specific national funding authority that your country or region in question is actually participating in the next deadline and has an allocated budget. So Israel, for example, is officially listed, but has not actually participated in the recent deadlines. In terms of the application process and timeline, there's an online form. The prep time, the time that it takes to prepare an application with Argentum at a minimum is 6 weeks. This is obviously if you already have a partner, but optimal really is 10 weeks. When we work with the companies, we help conceptualize the project and consolidate the consortium. The scope of funding. So Eurostars is a bottom-up call. This means that it's open to all fields of technological innovation. The idea behind this is to enhance SME growth. The projects are expected to achieve the following impacts: enhance SMEs' profitability and growth performance, to create a measurable social and environmental impact, and to contribute to EU priorities. The idea also here is to speed up development of products, to support people, to the development of rapidly marketable, innovative products, processes, and services, to, as I said, help people around the world, and of course to improve, it does improve investors' perception of your company. A few success stories. We work with a company called Technology. Their topic they applied for Eurostars with other partners was flexible thermoelectric generator. They were awarded for their part in the project 300,000 euros. Another client of ours, G. Mendel, applied under the subject, a novel non-invasive prenatal screening tool for detection of genetic disorders powered by AI. They were awarded 500,000 euros as part of their part in the program. What's worth really noting here is the relatively high success rate of Eurostars. So 29% success rate is considerably higher than other European grants. And in fact, Argentum's success rate, specifically on the Eurostars grant, is actually at 80%. So Argentum overview and core services. We work with companies for a year. During this year, we submit to multiple grants. We call this a multi-submission strategy. The idea behind this approach is really to maximize the funding that we can secure for our clients and increase partnerships. It enables us to leverage the knowledge that we've gained from working with you on one grant, from materials that we have created, and then we apply to subsequent grants throughout the year, and then we require less of your input as time goes on. We are able to target different levels of funding: national funding, bilateral funding, European funding, and it also creates a non-dilutive funding flow, which is obviously very beneficial to companies that are carrying out R&D activities. Some differentiating factors for Argentum is really our multi-submission approach. It allows us to master dozens of grants. Joining external consortia, we help our clients join consortia, collaborative funded project applications that are also coordinated outside of Argentum. We have really step-by-step support because we aim to take ownership of the whole process, from the beginning to identify the grants till the end, to the submission of the grant, and then sometimes afterwards even on and into project management of the awarded program. And we have often seen that working with Argentum does double the general success rates. So just some information. So with the application being quite complex, the fact that you have to first check that you're eligible to apply, check the funding, and then submit to the European funding program, And then once that is awarded, then go and submit the application to your national funding authority. It's a little bit cumbersome. It's still a very, very worthwhile program to apply for. We've seen that 84% of project partners form long-term relationships. 45% of participants reach new markets. That companies experience an average of 15% annual turnover increase. There's increased visibility in your specialist field. 214 out of 789 applications as projects were funded in 2022. And the average project budget we've seen is 1.5 million euros. So we have a lot of experience with this call, and we would really like to see, to work with you on this type of application to support your unique R&D projects. That was really just a short and sweet overview of Eurostars. I really wanted to just thank you for joining me today. Again, I'm Dana, I'm the Business Development Manager. I'd love to speak with you about your company, its R&D activity, see if Eurostars or one of the many other grants that we work with is a good fit. You have my email address here. And really, that's all for today. So I wanted to thank you for joining me and hope to speak with you soon. Bye.